Hey, Mike Peltz with Revolution Training. Just checking in. Decided to start doing videos. I had some requests from people to start doing videos. Not quite sure why, but I mean, I'll do it if it'll help anyone. Just kind of wanted to go with a little intro. Started powerlifting like 8 months ago. Nobody believes me, but that's the truth. I played baseball all my life, so I didn't really lift that much. I'd like to, but it was just kind of hard to do that. But I started about 8 months ago getting serious about it. Did my first meet February 23rd of this year. Did okay. Ended up totaling, what was it, 1505, and that was at a weight of like 213, 214. But at the time I was probably walking around more like 218. So I decided to cut down for this next meet I did at the FitExpo this weekend. And I decided to go to 198. So kind of going to talk about that a little bit as far as the weight cut. Wow, that sucked. I kind of did a gradual cut, lowering, macros, and worked along with, had a lot of help from TNT Nutrition with Tyler Mayer and Steve Cleva. They're awesome at what they do, and they know how to dial people in for bodybuilding, whatever it may be. Typically with the bodybuilding shows, you'll see people dying in the back. No water, no this, no that, and then their guys are like eating Pop-Tarts and drinking tons of water, and they always look the best. So there's something to it. So look them up if you need a consult or anything like that. So with this meet going through, yeah, the cut was rough. I got down to, I was about 210 a week out, and then did a water sodium load and kind of just rode right into the weigh-in day. I was 199. Decided to go sit in the hot tub, went down to like 197, and then I was like, just to be safe, I didn't know what their scales were going to be like, so went down to, went in the hot shower, came out, ended up weighing in at 195.9. So a little bit about the weigh-in, how that works is I obviously felt like shit, kind of an asshole. There's video evidence to prove that. It really changes how you are when you have no water in you. So, but yeah, and so when they're asking you for your openers, you don't feel confident at all. So it was really hard to stay with my planned openers because I felt like dog shit. So, but I did. I kind of slighted myself on the squat and deadlift. But whatever, hey, it's a learning experience. Now I know for my next meet that, it's all going to come back. I'll feel better. One thing I will say, I was warned. Steve warned me that I should not just pile in the food because you're not going to be able to eat that much because you're, obviously depleted. I did the right thing with the water and Pedialyte and Gatorade. I got as much as that as I could get in, but then I just went apeshit. I ate a ton of Pop-Tarts, and then we went to a Mexican restaurant, got a huge burrito, chips, salsa, and then I think like an hour later went to Fuddruckers, had the 1 pound burger, fries. That pretty much put me over the edge, and couldn't move, couldn't do anything. Got back to the hotel room, wanted to kill myself, ended up throwing up, and then after that I felt better, so I was like, hell, I'll just keep eating again. So I did that, drank tons of water, actually didn't start pissing until probably over 2.5 gallons, so obviously my body needed it. I ended up weighing like 217 that night, and then on the platform I came in at around 215. So it all worked out well. I mean, I felt like total shit. We both did. We woke up in the morning, we were like thinking, and I'm serious, we were thinking of ways like, how can we get out of this meet? And half joking, but kind of serious. So, but we ended up pulling through and doing pretty well. So I think for this one I ended up with PRs and all lifts, and probably would have had it in deadlift if I'd have gone for it, but ended up with a 1570 total at 198. So I was fairly happy with that. Could have done better, but I will in November. So one thing I wanted to talk about definitely was, how people get intimidated by powerlifting and how they're afraid to go to the gym and to do the lifts like that. And, it's one of those things where we met so many cool people, be it all the Steve's friends, everybody from California was really cool that we met. And the top powerlifters, we spent some time at Dan Green's gym, at Boss Barbell. and we met Brandon Lilly, we met Mark Bell, all those guys, and they were all there while the meet was going on. And these are the top guys in the business, and they were the coolest guys you could ever meet. Very helpful. You can tell they're totally not full of themselves, just the average guy, you know, cool guys that happen to be really strong and know their shit. So very helpful. Even when you look across the board, like, you know, an example like Ben Rice. I mean, that he's a beast, and he's one of the nicest guys in the world. Very helpful, and that's how everybody is. So when I see people that are afraid to work out and go to the gym, I just shake my head, because it's like, when you go in there, nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit what shoes you're wearing. Nobody cares what you're doing. And sometimes that's a problem, because no one's going to help you. So try to find a reputable gym, a powerlifting gym, or some type of gym atmosphere where you're going to be coached. People are going to teach you the right way, and you know, you can do things injury-free and move forward. And there's no intimidation factor. I mean, here at our gym at Revolution Training, everybody helps everybody, and we have a lot of knowledgeable people here. So a lot of good power lifters and ranked power lifters, and it's just a great place to be, and it's something that you should really look into if you're in the area. So we're in Tempe, Arizona. But enough about the gym. So I just wanted to talk about, you know, just basically the sport and the camaraderie that we had. And, you know, one example was we were, you know, competing. We're all competing against each other, but yet when you really, you know, I'm deadlifting and I can hear guys that I'm competing against screaming my name, like telling me to, like wanting me to do well. And it's really cool. Like, you just don't find that in too many other sports. Everybody's kind of like for themselves, and it's not that way in powerlifting. Everybody's helpful, and it's just, to me, it's kind of, you know, I played professional baseball, and some of the athletes in that sport, and just professional sports in general, for the most part, are kind of dicks. Not all of them, but most of them are. I don't know if it's because they're rich or they're on a bigger stage. I don't know what it is, but yeah, that's been my experience, and a lot of people too, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that and let you know that I will be doing some more videos, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I have my goals set for November for IPL Worlds. I want to hit 585 squat, 402 bench, and 675 deadlift. I think I'm pretty much there on bench and deadlift. The squat is what I'm working on, so, and I'm doing better with that. So started today back after the meet Sunday. Started with bench and just my upper body accessory, and then I'm going to deadlift Saturday heavy, and I'll probably have some video of that as well. So stay tuned, more to come, and thanks for watching.